Let's get it on. That's what I smell. My lavender essential oils. Let's get it on. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. We good, 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 we good. You guys, daylight savings is coming and coming fast, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Tomorrow is the 31st. Let's hit this road, baby. Shouldn't be hearing my brakes like that. I need new brakes already. Uh, guys, what is going on tonight? What is happening? What happening? What happening? What happening? Y'all, I had to stop past the Dollar Tree and get me some room deodorizers because we have a lady in the shelter that does not like to wash her putacana. She don't want to wash her behind, and she be stinking in there. And I was like, oh no, we can't be living like that. She be stankin', honey. Stankin', stankin', stankin' ain't the word. Stinking is not the word. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I see you. Shout out to the lady in the shelter. Don't take a shower. Don't wash your butt. Don't do nothing. I had to go get some fragrances out of the Dollar Tree. Child, I remember when those fragrances was like when they used to be $1. Now they're $1.50. Now they're $1.50. How was your day today? I'm leaving the job. Y'all, actually, I was supposed to be to work today at 10. I thought I had to be to work at 1, but I had to be there at 10. So my boss calls me this morning. After I get out of the gym, she calls me and says, you were supposed to be here by 10. Are you okay? And I was like, well, darn that. And that's why yesterday when I was off, something was telling me to text the girls in the group chat for my job and see and make sure that, I was going to be on time and everything. I thought I was going to be there at 1, but obviously I was supposed to be to work at 10 o'clock. So I lost a couple hours today, which I was not too happy about, but I lost some money today that I didn't really want to lose, but ain't nothing I can do about that now. Hey, Ray, how are you? Happy Thursday. I'm okay. I'm just getting out of work, so I'm happy. My first day back was, make sure everybody hits. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. Um, I'm just going back to work today from being off. Going back to work today from being off for the last like 9 days or something. So, my manager tried me already. They tried me already. First day back, they want to try to grind my gears, but I was okay. I was actually all right. I appreciate you guys. Thanks. Tonight was my first night off. Might go live at 7 o'clock. Okay, yeah, if you go live, let me know. I'll come check you out. If you go live, let me know. I'll go live with mine for about. If you go live at 7, I'll come and check you out at 7, and then I'll just get off because I go live every day. So I'm just doing my live driving back to the shelter. I don't have to be in the shelter until about 8:30. I go back and check in at 8:30. So yeah, today my day was kind of thrown off. So But this morning I finished getting my television. I had two TVs in my storage, and I had a cart, like one of my shopping cart, not a shopping cart, but like one of my carts. I would call them, like, you know, those carts that they be using on like baseball fields when kids be playing sports, like one of those carts that you can put like baseballs in, footballs in, or whatever. One of those carts. I had one of those carts in my storage. I had that, and I had two televisions that I was able to get out, and that was the last thing. So my storage is clean. My old storage is done up. The old storage is done up. So now I got my new storage. I'm not on vacation no more, so I don't have time to really go organize that, but I have to just go organize it on my days off. I was supposed to look on the ADP website for my job to see if I had any more time left. I do have another like 40 hours that I could use, but I really don't want to go on vacation again. I get bored, like, you know what I'm saying, when you have nothing to do. I do my YouTube and stuff, but when you don't have anything to do and you're kind of like living in a shelter, I don't want to sit in the shelter all day. So, hi, how you doing? Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm just driving home from work. I went to the Dollar Tree. I had to get some fragrances, like some of them little, you know, them little air freshener fragrances. The gel, they got like, it's a gel fragrance that you can keep, you know, put in your house or whatever. So it's a lady inside the shelter. She don't shower and she be stinking, okay? So all the girls be sitting around there talking about her. And the staff members that run the shelter, they should be pulling her aside and letting her know you need to be taking care of your hygiene because no one wants to smell must and funk all night. So I don't know what's wrong with her, but it looked like she only take a shower once a month, but she be stinking. I'm like, ew, you can smell her. Like, smell her. I said, there's too many people up in here for you to be stinking like that. I don't know what the heck, but somebody need to tell her that you need to get in the shower every day, just like everybody else. Yeah, you don't see me because I'm not putting on my, I'm driving. It's nighttime here, so. Work was all right today, Rhonda. My manager tried me, but I was okay. I was okay. Work wasn't bad today. I actually messed up my schedule. I thought I was supposed to be at work at 1, but my boss calls me when I get out of the gym, and she's like, did you know you were supposed to be here today at 10? I was like, oh, no, sorry, I didn't know. So I kind of lost a couple hours today. I was already kind of close by the job, so it kind of like, I was like, okay. So I had a bad start to the day because I lost some hours because I didn't know that she checked, that she scheduled me, and you know, at 10 a.m. So I was like, okay, I'll be there. I'll be there in like an hour and a half. That's what I told her. And I was just coming out of the gym anyway. I just had to, you know, fix my hair, throw my clothes on, and go into work. So I was happy to be there at 10 because I can get out earlier. Because if I didn't go in at 10, I would get off at 9, and I don't like getting off late. So you take what you can get, right? But for the most part, I had a pretty good day. It was an easy day, not much going on. It seemed like I've been away for a long time because it seemed like I had a vacation for like 2 weeks. So, and I purchased more vacation time for next year because at our job, we could purchase vacation time. Like, we could purchase extra vacation because every year that you're there, you get more vacation. I don't know what the cap is. I think you could probably get like 4 weeks. I forget how much vacation you can actually accrue, you know, at this job if you've been there 5, 10 years. I don't know how much vacation time they'll let you have. Like, I don't know if they can let you have up to 4 weeks, 8 weeks. I'm not sure, but the longer you're there, you get more incentive, like more vacation, more whatever. So I think now I'm at the period where I get 2 years. 2 years. I wish I got 2 years vacation. I'm at the point where I get 2 weeks vacation because I've been there for a minute, and then if I want to purchase more vacation time, I can purchase. So every paycheck they take out like a certain portion of my money, and then they say, well, you know, every week that you get paid, we're taking it off a portion. And at the end of the year, if I don't want to use that vacation time, I can get that money back. So it's like in a savings account, and it's like an extra check that I can get in December because I didn't use my vacation time. So I can use that money. So it's my money that I paid into. So I was like, well, that's not bad. It's like a bank account. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little bank account, a little bit of extra money that I can look forward to getting in my pocket at the end of the year. So I'm happy about that. Not sad about that. That worked out. So I'll be looking forward to getting me an extra check in December. An extra little check in December. Yes, ma'am. How's everybody's day today? If anybody's new here, if you guys don't know my story, I am a homeless woman. I live in a shelter in United States of America. I live in New Jersey, and I live in a homeless shelter. I just let everybody know. I come here and I talk about my story. I talk about my journey. No, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. No, I do not share my journey with my job, but I'm not embarrassed to share my story. So I come on here and I talk about it. So if you guys, if you know anybody that's homeless or know somebody that's struggling to try to find housing or whatever, just kind of encourage them and let them know it's going to be okay. You just have to do your part. I'm doing my part out here every single day. I get up every day out the shelter, 5:30 in the morning, like clockwork. I don't sit around and complain. I'm not crying, whining about nothing. I do what I got to do. Got to cut down on my eating, right? So during my vacation time that I had, I was eating out, eating a little bit of fast food, a little bit too much, but I had no choice because I'm not at the shelter to eat. The shelter, they offer you 3 meals a day, which are not the best meals in the world, but it's a meal. So I'm grateful for that. But the shelter don't offer you nothing, you know. They give you 3 hots and a cot. You know what I'm saying? You get 3 meals and they give you a bed to sleep in. And you have to follow the rules of the shelter because if you don't follow the rules of the shelter, they're gonna put you out. So I really had no problem with that. I just do what I have to do. I mind my business. I stay to myself. Um, that's it. I mind my business and I stay to myself. So when I mind my business and I stay to myself, I stay out of trouble. I stay out of the bull crap that's going on because a lot of those women in that shelter, most of them are not working. Most of them don't have a job. They ain't got nothing to look forward to every day but going around somewhere and gossiping and using drugs. And I'm not saying it's all the women, but most of them women are up to no good. Some of them are getting high. Some of them are dope fiends, crackheads. And so I stay to myself. I try my best to stay to myself. I go in the room and I say hi to everybody. I say, how's everybody's day? How y'all doing? And that's it. I keep it light and tight. I keep it light and I keep it tight. I don't be in there trying to be nobody's friend. And I'm not trying to be nobody's enemy either, but I don't be in there trying to be nobody's bestie. Salads are good for fresh vegetables. Yeah. I get salads. I do purchase salads. I try to eat a salad at least twice, 2 or 3 times a week. I try to buy a salad from ShopRite. So I don't get the vegetables in like I'm supposed to because sometimes at the shelter, like I said, I don't eat at that shelter that often at all. So because I'm always working, so when I'm working, I'm like on the road, and I start my day at 5 o'clock in the morning. I leave that shelter at 5 a.m. So I'm not there for breakfast. I'm not there for lunch. I'm not there for something was moving in my back seat, child, something. I have to jack somebody. Something was moving around in my back seat. What the heck is going on? Is it a bear back here? Is it a bear in my car? But yeah, so I just maintain myself at the shelter and do what I have to do. Follow the rules. I stay to myself anyway. I don't be in there trying to be click with people and make friends and all that stuff. I'm just on a whole different ball game than most of those women are on. I get up every day and I go to work. I think it's me and one other girl in there that has a job, and we get up and go to work. I'm not getting my vegetables in. Yeah, it sucks, man. I really wish that the job, like where I'm working at, I wish they had like an air fryer. That way I could get like some salmon. I can get a bag of salmon from like Sam's Club. Because the bag of salmon at Sam's Club, you can get a bag of sockeye salmon for like a little bit over $20. And you get like probably 7 pieces of salmon in there and it's frozen. So I can keep that frozen bag of salmon at work. Get some butter, get some vegetables, have the salmon twice a week. You know what I'm saying? It's the salmon and some vegetables twice a week, but they don't have an air fryer at my job. So I probably will end up getting myself a little small mini air fryer and have it at the job. See, I don't want my job to know that I'm in this situation because if I start bringing too much stuff inside my job, then they're going to be thinking like, what's she doing? Why is she always coming in here trying to cook something? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to bring too much attention to my job either. But really making a piece of salmon is not like a bad thing. I'll be like, listen, I'm on a diet. I'm trying to eat healthy. So but they don't see me ordering out a lot of food anyway. Like I don't order food. If anything, I get food before I go to work, and I get stuff from like ShopRite. You know what I mean? I don't order anything. Hi again. Hope you have been well. I'm okay. How you doing, Gypsy? What's going on with you? You're always doing the best you can. Yeah, I'm always doing the best I can. Good damn good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back again. I'm just leaving work today. I just got off my vacation. I was on a vacation for like almost 2 weeks. So it was a nice little vacation, but it was kind of like, it wasn't really too relaxing because I wasn't able to like go home and, I wasn't able to like go home and get into my comfortable bed and lay in a comfortable mattress. One day I will be, but my vacation was kind of inevitable because I was in my car a lot, and staying in your car all the time, it gets to be a little uncomfortable. And now that it's starting to get cold outside, like today is actually kind of warm today. It was warm today, so yeah, I don't know. It was inevitable because I wanted to be in my own place, relaxing in my own spot, and I can't wait until that happens again. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard. It is hard out here, especially when you don't have no place to call your own. But some people have family. They have people that they can depend on, and people that love and care about them. So if you have family members and you're able to live with them and try to stay close to your family if you can, but sometimes the family dynamic, sometimes that don't work out. You know what I'm saying? I lived with family before. I moved in with a friend of mine, a girlfriend. And I thought she was my girlfriend. My friend. I thought she was a friend of mine, and me and her ended up butting heads. And in her house, I had my own room. So I had my own room. I had my own bathroom. And this lady still was trying to find little stuff to bother me about. Like I had my own room in her house, my own bathroom, and I was also paying her rent, paying half of the rent, and giving utility money. But she still found a reason to complain about stuff. So I end up leaving her house. And we end up just not being friends no more. I thought she was my friend. Like, I got my own bathroom and my own room, and you still snooping around trying to find reasons to bother me. I work all day, so I'm never home. I was never really there. So she just was nitpicky about stuff, just stupid stuff. I'm not in a relationship. So there's no man coming around. There's no man knocking on the door, coming to want to see me. I had nothing connected to her house. I was just working. I would use the kitchen to make meals because I'm a cooker. So I'm going to be in there cooking some meals, making, stuff for me to bring to work or whatever. So I wasn't in her way, but I think she wanted me to be in her way a little bit more. I thought she wanted me to be more social with her. And when I get off work, I'm tired. I'm not going to really socialize that much. You go socialize with your family. I'm just here. I'm your roommate, you know. So I think she was a little turned off the fact that I was kind of so, like, to myself. I didn't really, she didn't exist to me. She would go do her thing on church. She would go to church on Sunday. She was one of them religious people. So we just didn't, she ended up just not liking how I lived. Like, I had my own room. I wasn't a smoker. I didn't go hang out. I wasn't partying in the streets. The only thing I did was work and came home, and that's it. Went to the laundromat, did my dirty laundry. I stayed out of the way, and I think she didn't like me because I was out of the way. But then when she would be the kind of woman to be like, she would be the type of woman to be like, oh, I help everybody. She tries to help everybody, but then she turn around to people that she helping and she stabbing them in their back. So she was one of those type of fake people. Oh my God, I brought you in my house and you treated me like this. She would go run tell her family stuff. She would start talking about me like a dog to her family, and I found some stuff out. So I started to, like, distance myself away from her. I said I thought she was my friend. So it just went downhill from there. Do you ShopRite have the can sale? I don't really get cans. I don't have an oven. I don't have no way to cook anything. I can't really get the can sale because I don't have no way to cook. I could get me a camping stove in my car, but I'm not really going to be doing all that because if I get a camping stove, I have to have a way to cook it. So that means I have to go to a park, get on a park bench and try to make a meal. That's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't do that, but I know they got a can sale coming up. I did hear about it. The only thing I would be interested in for the can sale was probably like those olives. I love me some black olives. Like, I love some black olives. So if they got like black olives or something, I wouldn't mind getting some of those. But I don't know if they have black olives in a can that's gonna be in that can sale. But I can't really get, I can't get no food because I don't have a place to store it at the shelter. I can't. I I cannot at the shelter I can't cook anything. I wish we had access to a kitchen or a microwave or something like that, but we don't have access to anything. They make our meals there for us. So that's that, child. I just gotta do the best I can do until I get my own stuff. That's it. I mean, that's the end of the story. My electric pot comes today. I will let you know. Yeah, let me know how that pot goes for you. I might have to get me something because sometimes, for me to save money, I can make some oodles and noodles or something on the road, or I can make some rice and throw some beans in there. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. And now that it's going to be starting to get cold, I can keep the. Oh, God, my phone fell down, baby. Lord knows my phone fell down. I thought I had my phone connected to. So I could do that. You know what I mean? I could do that. I make some rice and beans up and get some chicken and cut it up. I know how to survive now. Because I'm a cooker anyway. I know how to cook, so it's not going to be a big deal for me to have a pot. But yeah, let me know how that pot going to go, because I didn't really want to get like a camping stove, but if I have to do what I have to do to have a nice hot meal sometimes, I wouldn't mind making me something, you know what I'm saying, on the road. I'm trying not to do stuff at my job because I don't want my job catching on, because they'll be like, yo, why is she in here trying to make a whole meal for a whole week? You can't meal prep in here, you know what I'm saying? So you know how people at the job be watching you. People at the job be watching. I don't want nobody knowing my situation. Like I try to, I don't believe that I'll ever go viral on social media. So they're never gonna know unless they find my YouTube channel. They're never gonna know unless they find me. And even if they found out one day, if my job found out I don't, I'm homeless, I really don't care, because guess what? None of them are ever gonna have enough balls to ask me, "What, you homeless?" Nobody's gonna talk about that. They might look and everybody talking, but nobody's gonna really say anything to me about me being homeless. Because me being homeless, that's my problem. That's not nobody else's problem. Now they might try to giggle and laugh at me in the break room, but I really don't care. This is my life and my situation. This is my situation that I'm in. This don't have nothing to do with nobody else. And hey, if somebody find out, they just find out. I don't have no shame. No shame in my game. I come and talk about this situation. I talk about my homelessness every single day. I come here every day. I'm always on a live stream, and I'm constantly talking about I am a homeless woman living in a homeless shelter in the USA. I connect with people. It's a lot of people on here that say that they're homeless or they living with their family, and I lost my apartment, I lost my house. Like, there's so much loss going on. There's so many homeless people in the world. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should have access to having housing, because you could literally, if you out here in the streets, you could die in the streets. You could literally die out here, especially when it gets cold in the summertime. Like, anything can happen. Especially being a woman is hard for us because we have to protect ourselves somehow. So that's why I always got my head on the swivel, baby. I don't trust nobody. I always got my head on the swivel. I don't trust nobody. When I go back to that shelter, if I see too many people hanging out and I'm getting out of my car and it's 10 o'clock at night, I'm getting out of my car, it's 10 o'clock at night. You damn right. If I see people hanging up at that shelter, a whole bunch of guys hanging out, you think I'm getting out? No, I'm not. I'm staying in my car until people just start clearing the way. But see, it's getting cold out. So you're not going to see a lot of people hanging outside unless they up to some mischief. So I stay to myself, man. That's what I do. I stay to me. I stay to myself. I mind my business. I got my head on the swivel. I watch everything. And shoot, even at the homeless shelter, this lady that I know, she's a known dope fiend, right? And I'm not talking about her to make her. I'm not clowning her, and I'm not laughing, because the situation that she's going through within her own self, as far as being a drug addict, is not funny. But sometimes in the middle of the night, she be up moving around in the middle of the night, getting up early in the morning. I don't know if she be around there trying to pickpocket people's stuff. And like, I hang on my stuff. I have my overnight bag. I have that inside my bed. There's no way she could get that unless she moves me out the way. And she be moving around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, tiptoeing around. I think she be trying to get into people's bags to try to steal from people. And I said, sis, you can't steal nothing from me, because I don't have anything for you to steal. I don't have anything of any value. I don't carry money on me. I don't carry my wallet or anything like that. If I had my wallet in here, my wallet is inside my bed. I don't trust none of them. None of them. And since she's an addict, because she asked me like 2 weeks ago, she said, and I felt so sorry for her. I felt bad in my spirit when she asked me this. She said my name. She said, "Do you have $1?" And I looked at her. As soon as she said, "Do you have $1?" I just knew that she was gone. I knew she got a terrible drug habit. Because don't nobody ask you for no dollar except for somebody that's getting high. So I just felt heartbroken for the lady. I felt bad. I'm not going to even front. I felt some type of way. I was like, damn, she's really, really going with the wind. She's going. She's gone. So she was like, "Do you have $1?" I'm like, "Who has $1, baby? Who has $1?" "No, I'm not giving you $1." Something was, and I had $1, but something was like, "No, don't give her $1 because if you give her $1, guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna constantly always come and ask you for $1." And since she looks at me getting up every morning, watching me getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, they like, "Oh, she got some money. She got money because she go to work. She not paying rent. She got a car out there, so she probably got a car payment or whatever. So they probably trying to tally up my money." And I said, "Nah, I ain't got nothing for none of y'all. Sorry, can't help you. You gotta help yourself, baby. And where it's gonna start with you, you're gonna have to get off them drugs. That's gonna be your only way out. Got to get off them drugs, baby." And she'll be in there acting like she don't got no problem. And one of the other girls had flipped out on her one morning. She was up fiending out, like, nodding out all crazy, leaning into people's beds and nodding out. They shouldn't allow that in no homeless shelter when a whole bunch of other women are not getting high. All these other girls around here, well, from what I know, I don't know for sure, but you're gonna put somebody that's drugged out on dope in a homeless shelter with a whole bunch of women that's not getting high and not drinking alcohol. She gets whatever she could find. And I said, "No, you don't need to be having women like that in no shelter. Somebody that's getting high on dope and drugs and crack, whatever she used, I think she utilized whatever she can get." She had a husband that stayed downstairs. And I'm like, "You got a husband?" I said, "Her and her husband is probably using drugs. I'm sure they both are." So I was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, baby. But don't come over here thinking I got something to give you because I don't. I'm trying to get myself together and up out of here, sis. I can't be trying to give you. $1 is not going to hurt me, but I already know she want the money because she want to go get high. And I don't know anything about crack rocks and how much that costs. Like, I don't know. I don't know. My electric pot comes today. I will let you know. Yeah, so that's my story. I talk about the homeless journey. Why is this truck beeping? I wonder. Oh, shoot. Sorry, y'all. I wonder why the truck was beeping. I was in the gym this morning, y'all, trying to iron my clothes. And this lady, I think she told on me. I think she told somebody. She's in there ironing her clothes. So what I think I can do is I'm going to go to the shelter, probably get up early in the morning to iron my clothes on the floor, plug it in to iron my clothes, and then come, because I don't want to be in there looking like a wrinkled person, looking like a real homeless person with wrinkled clothes when I have a corporate America job. So I work in corporate America. I work with a lot of corporate uppity people. So I want to go in there looking disheveled. You know what I mean? I was proud of myself. I took my television and everything to where I needed to take that to. That felt good. Felt really good. Took my storage, shut my storage down, got that together. I succeeded in that. We got to pat ourselves on the back and congratulate ourselves for the little achievements that we make in life, man. Even if it's a small achievement and we got it done, that's what makes me happy and that's what makes me proud. Like I did something else. I did something else to get closer to my ending, like to get closer to the end of all of this stuff that I've been going through the last 2 or 3 years of my life. I have another step. Another step is marked off the list. Okay, I got the storage. Boom. I got all my business stuff on one side. I know where everything is. I still can use my stuff. My stuff is still in good shape. I still can use a lot of my oils and stuff. I have to get my recipes together. I have my recipe book. I have everything. I just have to wash all my pots and whatever I need for this. I got to get everything together and just utilize what I need to utilize and start this business, man. It's the only thing that's going to get me free. It's the only thing I'm going to get that's free. I don't know why I feel like my hair is like thinning out or something. My hair feels like it's just thinning hair. But how's everybody's day? How did y'all day go today? Communicate in the chat. Talk to me. Say hello. Communicate in the chat. If you guys don't talk, that's fine. But tomorrow I'll be here 5 a.m. 5 a.m. 4:45 in the morning. I'm on live chat. I don't have to go to work tomorrow till the afternoon for sure. So, but then again, Saturday I do a good old 9 to 5, and you know I like me a good old 9 to 5. I like me a good old 9 to 5. Yes, I do. I like me a good old 9 to 5. Look like I saw something on my shoulder, but yeah, I had to get me some fragrances and stuff from the Dollar Tree to put in because the shelter. I told you, it's a lady in the shelter. She be stinking. She don't never take a shower. She probably take a shower like once a year. I mean, this lady smell like fish, ass crack, everything. She just stank. I said, yo, I said something to the other lady yesterday. I said, yo, she smell like dead fish. And I don't sit around and like talk about nobody and gossip and bully anybody. I don't know. Maybe she got some mental illness going on, but she be stinking, man. She be stinking and she be laying on the bed with her legs gapped open. I said, sis, you can't smell yourself. If we can smell you, baby, I know you can smell you. If we can smell you and everybody in here say they smell you, you saying you can't smell yourself? Child, no. That's just nasty. We can smell you. We know you can smell you, but you don't care about smelling you because you cool with it. You smell the Funk Master Flex. It's nasty, man. Nasty. I said, yo, it smell like dead fish up in here. No disrespect to anybody. It smell like dead fish. How can you have your body smelling like that and you're not doing nothing to get the smell? Like you don't care who's smelling you? You laying up in that bed every night, getting a good old sleep, stinking. Stinking. Disgusting. There's no way in hell. And then everybody else getting in the shower. And it's so funny because she's the house mom now. She's like the head house mom. And I said, girl, they need to be telling you that you need to get in the shower because nobody wants to smell that. Nobody wants to smell somebody with bad hygiene. You don't never want to get in the shower? I mean, you got some people that never want to wash. You got people like that in the world. I don't know why they wouldn't want to wash. You don't even have to take a shower every day. Because if you don't take a shower for a whole week straight, you're going to start smelling. If you don't take a shower for 2 weeks, you're going to really be funky. But come on now, sis. Come on now. And sometimes when I first went to the shelter, I actually sat next to her one time in the day room. And she wasn't smelling. So I guess one time if she take a shower, she won't smell for a couple of days. But if she don't take a shower for like over a month, she going to be smelling musty. Don't you be itching? God, I feel sorry for anybody who get her bed. I'm not laying in this funky mess. It's just disgusting. I had to get some air fresheners and stuff, child. Put one of these bad boys in my bed tonight. I got these little fabric softener sheet. Yeah, we putting all this in the bed, baby. You women be nasty, man. And the sad part is these be women that's like over 50. Women that's over 50, women that's over 40 up in the shelter don't know how to wash their behinds. And this woman is she look like she over 55. And you don't know how to wash properly? You could buy a bar of soap and a towel from the dollar store. Just nasty. That's when the staff should be pulling people aside and saying, listen, sis, you need to take a shower. You want to be the house mom? You need to wash your behind. But I really don't know why anybody would want that position anyway. They don't pay you for it. Why would you want to go into a homeless shelter and do extra work, take care of other women, and you basically babysitting the other girls around here? You cool to babysit another person? Why not just work your way out of the shelter and get into your own life? Like, they not paying you nothing for y'all to be around here talking about, oh, I'm the house mom. The house mom for what? What does that mean, being the house mom? Are you the house mom and? Are y'all paying me any extra incentive to sit up here and do this? Are y'all paying me incentive for me to check the girls and make sure they're taking a shower and make sure everything's running smoothly? Y'all not paying me for that. I'm not doing that. But the girls be so dumb. I guess they be thinking they getting some brownie points. I guess they think they can sleep a little bit later. Oh, you can get up at 7 if you be the house mom. Oh, I can sleep a little bit later now. Girl, bye. They got not giving me no extra incentive. Y'all gonna pay me? I might do something a little extra. But other than that, no. Not interested. I don't know why people be so gung-ho to help the shelter anyway. These people treat us like crap. Half the staff members treat us like we trash anyway. So they treat us to the left, honey. But I'm comfortable in my bed, to be honest. I'm really comfortable in my bed. To be straight up honest, I'm comfortable in my bed. Comfortable in my bed. I can't complain. When I get up in my little bed, I'm comfortable. I got my own little ladder up there. I can climb up my ladder and get in my bed, minding my business. I'm not on the side of nobody. Nobody can look at me unless they actually come over to my bed and they looking up in my bed. That's the only way. That's the only way. I see everybody falling off, and that's okay. That is quite all right, baby. I'm only at 36 minutes. It feels like I've been driving forever. By the time I get back, I can stop for a little while, take my makeup off, and then go. Yeah, I'm calling for a change, baby. I need a change in my life. I'm gonna have to change my hair. I think I might end up getting dreadlocks. Might dread my hair. But hello to everyone watching. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, I would very much appreciate it. I appreciate you. I thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to my hour mark, and then I'm gonna shut off. I do an hour every day. Sometimes I do a live stream for longer than an hour. But today, honey, I gotta stop there and twist my hair. I just feel like my hair is like, I don't know, falling out or thinning out, or it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I just washed my hair the other day too, and it just feels like it's lifeless. I don't know. I don't like that feeling. I know I just washed it, so it's actually kind of like, I feel like my hair is just, I don't know, thinning or something. It just doesn't feel like it has much life to it. It just feels, my hair feels like it's blah. It just feels blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I work with my manager, right? She a black girl. She's on new in management. She only been in management for about a year, so she got dreadlocks. So I like her hair. But, getting dreadlocks, that's a process, baby. I don't know. I just don't feel like my hair is. Once I got me I got a blowout one time with my hair, and I think when I got that blowout, the Dominicans did it. My hair just has not been the same. It just has not been the same since. I don't know what they did to my hair, but honey, it has not been the same. I feel like my hair is literally falling out or something. And of course, I don't like that, but I'm getting older, so my hair is probably thinning. But it is what it is, right? That's what happens when we get old out here in these streets, honey. That's what happens when we get old. Yesterday I had a cheesesteak and it was good too. I had a yummy cheesesteak yesterday and it was good too. One of my favorite old time places I used to get cheesesteaks from. Um, I was able to get me a nice cheesesteak. I went there right after the gym, which is terrible, right? But this cheesesteak was rocking though. The cheesesteak was rocking. I probably just need to straighten my hair. I can't do it can't blow dry my hair in a shelter. There's no time in there to do it in. The cheesesteak was rocking. And every time I turn around, I need some damn gas, child. But at least in December, I get an extra check, right? I'm going to use that to pay off this car. Yes, I am. Pay an extra car payment. Yes, darling. But yeah, I didn't do nothing on my vacation. I just was cleaning out my storage container. Not doing much. I just focused on cleaning out that storage, and that's exactly what I did. I said I'm gonna get this storage, and I got the storage. I think I got the storage on Monday. Got the storage Monday. Had all my stuff in the car. So when I bought the storage, the new storage, I put all my stuff in the new storage, and then I went, dropped the stuff off, and then I went home. Then I went back. You know, I didn't go home, but I went back to the shelter. I'm proud of myself, man. I'm proud of myself for how hard, how long, how far I've come. I've really succeeded in a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff done. I got a lot of things out the way. You know, I'm doing good. I got to pat yourself on the back. Even if you think you're doing terrible in life, like, listen, there's somebody always worse than what you think you're going through. Trust and believe that. But when you're going through it, you don't think about that. You don't think about, hey, there's someone doing worse than me. You don't think about that because you're already thinking about your own situation. Like, damn, I'm in a pickle, ain't I? So, but I'm doing good. I got to pat yourself on the back for your achievements. Pat yourself on the back for your achievements. Any kind of negative anything from anybody, family, friends, children. Because sometimes your kids can rev up against you. Sometimes you got to cut people off, man. Leave people where they at. You know, we can't be out here responding back to every little thing somebody say about us, or we feeling like we have to, you know, explain your piece. Or I got to tell him how I feel. I got to tell her how I feel. Oh, no, that's not true. So what? Let people say what they want to say. As long as they don't put their hands on you, let people talk what they want to talk. We're not worried about what a person say. Just be concerned about what they're going to do. We ain't worried about what people say, are we? God is my savior. We ain't worried about what a person, what another human being has to say about us or our situation that we've been struggling through the last 3 years. You think I care what people say? People in my own family shame me. You think I care? Fuck them. F them. They're not here to help you no way. Most of the time, it's always your family that's going to be the ones that throw you under the damn bus. The people that's closest to you are going to be the ones that stick the knife through your gut. Remember that. The ones that's always closest to you, the ones that are going to hurt you the most. Because they know you the most. You know what I'm saying? They might know a few little things in your life. They might know some of your secrets. So when you tell people stuff, sometimes you can't even tell your family anything. Don't tell your family nothing in confidence and think they're going to keep it between themselves, because somebody in that family, they're going to have another family member that they cool with, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to sit around and say, hey, she's going through this. Hey, can you believe she went through that and she told me? And now I'm like, you don't share your business with nobody, man. Keep your stuff personally to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Keep it between you and God. Or if you can't keep it between you and God, keep it between you and God, and share it with your YouTube people. Make a platform for yourself. Talk about your problems. People want to hear that. They want to hear you talking about, oh, my life is terrible. I'm doing so bad. I'm down bad. People be wanting to see that stuff. People be wanting to see the drama, but I share because I have to let this stuff out of my mouth. Because when I let it out, it helps me work on it. I have to let it out. I can't be sitting around crying and whining, man. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good for myself. I give myself grace. I give myself space and room to heal. I'm healing. Still continuing to heal. Healing journey, you can take years to heal up, honey. Healing is not just, oh, I healed last week and I'm good now. Nah, it's going to be something else coming down that pipeline that's going to try to bother you and deter you from your purpose. God has got me, and God will always have me. Gonna sit around and cry and whine about, oh, this person treating me this way, and just let people do what they do, man. You're stabbed. It's the way of the world, though. The world don't care nothing about you. But God got me. God got me covered. We're about to answer to nobody but the Lord above. So, some warm nights. I had the heat on when I left the job, and I'm like, I don't even need the heat. Well, it's pretty warm out today. Family is not what it used to be. Yeah, and it sucks. Because you know the matriarchs, The matriarchs then passed away. The grandmothers, the great grandmothers, the old school aunties, they're gone now. And I'm looking at my pastor and the first lady. They older now. They got to be in their 70s. And you know, they give us a lifespan. They give us a lifespan. The human lifespan is, I think, it's 74 years old. And a lot of people live past that age or whatever. But your body starts to really wind down. You know, your body starts really shutting down. The human lifespan, y'all can Google this. The human lifespan is like 74, 75. They expecting us to kind of just start shutting down, you know. But a lot of people live past that, which is a blessing. But your body starts slowing down and stuff. Because if you could live forever, would you want to live forever? Like, if you could live forever, would you want to? We just living forever to what? Get old? I live as long as God allow me to be here. As long as God is allowing me to be on this earth, I'm grateful every day for it. Yeah, family break your heart like quick. We don't have those matriarchs no more. Those grandmothers, great grandmothers, them old school aunties, they don't exist no more. The matriarchs now, that's in their 70s, their times are numbered. You never know how long they're going to last. But I was looking at my pastor and his wife. I know they got to be in their 70s. And I see her slowing down before my eyes. They good people, you know. I'm eating this just chocolate bar. No, it's not a chocolate bar. It's a cookie. It's supposed to be like a, I don't know why I feel like. It's supposed to be like a Snicker bar cookie. It's actually pretty good. But yeah, if you could live forever, would you want to live forever? Especially if we just getting old, right? This weather is this weather does not ever know what it wants to do. The weather be so bipolar. It's a pregnant lady at my job. She gonna be leaving soon because she having a baby. She was like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I have the baby." And she was saying that she didn't want to come back to that job. I said, "Well, now you got a baby. You gotta take care of the baby." Got married last year. Black girl, really nice black girl. A few little, you know, me and her had a few little head bumps over time, but she a nice person. Her and her husband, I think she got something going on good, but she young, got married. Now her and her husband having a baby, but she was like, I'm kind of worried about like my finances. I said, well, you're gonna be out of work, but that disability for your pregnancy is damn near not gonna come until you come back to work. So get that as soon as you can. Get whatever you can get, baby. It's hard out here, man. You and that baby, the milk and everything, and you want breastfeed. Even if you breastfeed, it's still expensive. Even if, even if you breastfeed the baby good, you don't have to worry about buying milk because the breast milk is on your chest. The colostrum, when that baby start, the new baby, when the baby first come out, that colostrum, the baby not gonna really suck on your boobs until probably like a day after. When that colostrum come in, your boobs gonna fill up. So I was trying to explain that to her. You get something called colostrum, and then you get your milk. Your colostrum is basically very healthy, but the colostrum apparently is clear liquid. A clear liquid that you're going to get first, and then you're going to get your breast milk. So I don't know if she's breastfeeding. I didn't ask her, but I was talking to her about breastfeeding. And she a new mom. I said, you'll get it together. You'll get it right. You said, your husband working. She was like, oh, I'm worried about our bills when I have to. I said, well, you got to do what you got to do. You got a baby now, so um, y'all going to make it. At least she got a husband. You know, she got a man, and he seemed like a good guy. She got a husband that's protecting her, and I said, well, maybe your husband might have to get him a second job or something. Like, he's the breadwinner. He's the one in the family that's going to be going out. So he has to probably do something else on the weekends when he off. He gonna have to get him a little side hustle somewhere. You gotta take care of that baby, and he gotta take care of you. You was white. I talked to her a lot because she's a young girl. I think she's in her 20s. She might even be in her 30s. But I try to talk to young girls, encourage them, let them know that listen, life is short. And she a good girl. She's not one of them ratchet girls. She's a good woman. She got a husband. I think they got married last year. She's a nice girl. She was like, oh my God, I'm worried about when I go on disability. I'm worried about the bills and stuff. I said, well, y'all gonna be all right. You bring a child into this world. It's gonna be a cost to that, and that cost is not gonna be cheap. Life is hard, man. Hi to the 5 people that's watching me. You guys are still hanging around. God bless y'all. I appreciate you. I'm driving back home from work. I got off work at 6. I had to go to the bathroom. I don't go to the bathroom. I know this is kind of probably TMI, but if I gotta go to the bathroom, and y'all know what I mean. I go to the bathroom at my job, or I go to like a Starbucks or something. So I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. So I said, let me go to the bathroom here because I don't like to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom at the shelter. I mean, I could clear off the seat, but there's no privacy in there. So that's the reason why I don't. That's the reason why I don't go to the bathroom at the shelter. The only thing I do at the shelter is just the basic bathroom. But anything else I have to do more than that, I go to the bathroom at my job before I leave. Like if I work a 9 to 5 and I know I have to go, I go to the bathroom, clean myself up, and then I go home. Because when you out here in shelters and you sitting on toilet seats and stuff like that, nobody's gonna go to the bathroom the other way standing up. You gotta be comfortably sitting down. So I mean, I know it's probably TMI, but I'm just talking about my life as a homeless person, man. I'm still homeless. Like, I'm at a shelter, but I'm still there. Life is tough. It really is. But we getting it done though. Like, it's getting done. We're getting to it, baby. I'm really tired. Am I gonna go take a shower tonight? I don't know. I might have to just go straight to bed, wash my face with some soap, and go to bed because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. We're gonna take a shower, baby, and we're going to BED, baby. I'm comfortable in my bed, to be honest. I'm really comfortable in there. I don't know why I feel like my hair is falling out or something. Like my hair just feels super, super thin. I don't know what the heck. Maybe because I just washed it and it's not really like a lot of product in my hair. But I feel like why is my hair super duper thin feeling? It just feels really thin right now, and I don't like that. I was like, yo, am I getting old? I am getting old. This is a part of life. Your hair is going to thin out. Your teeth is going to fall out. This is life, right? But I'm like, hey, you know what? I welcome it. I welcome anything that has to do with me aging. I welcome it. I welcome. I welcome Mr. Loco. Me loco. I'm grateful. grateful, y'all. I'm really grateful to be where I'm at. I'm grateful to be in the shelter. No, I don't like the shelter. No, I don't wish this on anybody. But, when you get an eviction or something like that, for whatever reason, there's so many different ways that you can get evicted out of your apartment. It's not always non-payment of rent. When people hear of eviction, they always think, oh, she didn't pay her bills. That's not the case always with everybody. You can violate your lease and get kicked out for that, especially if the landlord don't like you. And I'm not saying that was my situation, but it's plenty of evictions that goes on, and it might not even be a payment of rent. Most evictions is due to non-payment of rent. But they have other evictions if you violate your lease. If you do something that's not in your lease that goes against your lease, they could evict you for that too. And that's what people need to know. As soon as they hear eviction, they thinking, oh, she ain't pay her bills. Like that's not everybody's case. It's case to case difference here. But most of the people that are in eviction court are there due to non-payment of their rent. But that's not everybody's situation. You can have so many things written in your lease. Whatever is written in your lease, you have to obey that. Like if I say I'm gonna be in my house every night by 9 o'clock, 9:30, I don't want no more traffic out here, and you sign that lease and you agree to that and you violate that, they can evict you for that. They just have to prove it. You can get evicted, but they gotta prove it. They gotta prove that you were negligent in some kind of way, whether that be, little dusty stuff that they be doing, trying to get other tenants to, they can get other tenants to be a witness. Hey, are you a witness to this? She did this. And so it's a lot. Whatever you're going to do in court, you have to be able to prove it. You got to be able to back it up. You don't got no solid evidence of this person doing this, that, and the third. Them judges ain't thinking about you. The court system is a freaking money grab. The court system is a money grab. The court system